Salut year 7 et bienvenue au corps aujourd'hui. Right guys, I hope you're all feeling well and you're happy to be here today. We're absolutely flying through this module today, year 7. So let's have a look at what we've done, yeah? Look at this. Easy. We've talked about what we do on the internet. We've talked about sports. We learned the verb jouer, love that verb. We've talked about activities we do. We learned the verb faire. So today, we're using opinion verbs to talk about our opinions. Now, you might think you already know this, but hang on. We're going to do something a bit more complex today. What we're going to do is a proper GCSE skill. We're going to use some verbs together. What do I mean? I'm going to tell you all about it today. So, that's your challenge for today. Let's have a little look. Alors mes petits, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. S'il vous plaît, inventez la date, copiez le titre dans vos cahiers si vous utilisez les cahiers bleus. Et sur le contrôle de post-it aujourd'hui, on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mots en anglais. Comment dire les mots en français? See if you can translate them. Restart me when you're ready and we'll get this lesson underway. Bon courage, year 7. On y va. Alors mes petits choux-fleurs, let's see what you've got then. So, today, what we're going to do is something really complex. In fact, it might be the most complex thing we're doing in year 7 because we're going to put two ideas together today. What we're going to do is we're going to say what we like doing, and when we do that, we've got to use two verbs. So I play football, I'm using one verb. I do swimming, I'm using one verb. I like playing football, I like doing swimming. That's what we're going to talk about today. Is in our title. By the end of this lesson, you will be masters in it. But before we look at that, we've got to make sure that 1 to 6, you know these keywords because this is what we'll be looking at today. So, numéro 1, I do is je fais. Je fais de la natation. Remember, always followed by du, de la, de le, de, which means some. I play is je joue. Voilà. And remember, you always say you play at something in French. So it's followed by o, à la, o. Alors, we do. So what happens to our verb when we talk about our? Is it ch-ch-ch? And it follows a p-p-p. So what's our p-p-p pattern here? It is nous faisons. It's got an O-N-S on the end for new. Guys, well done if you got that. If you didn't get that one, don't worry, that was complex. Numéro 4 et numéro 5. We've seen these a lot. You've got to know them. You'll use them all the time when you go to France because it is parce que c'est. And then because they are, put a plural, parce que ce sont. So important, these key phrases. And then finally, to mix it up a bit, you can say parce que c'est, but you could say even better, oh, I think it's exciting, I think it's fun. And for that, you'll need je pense que c'est. Brilliant if you got number 6. 3 and 6 were really tough today. Guys, if you got 3 out of 6, I'll be happy with your effort here. 6 out of 6, an excellent effort. I think we're ready to have a go at our first activity. Alors, je vais expliquer l'activité en français. Écoutez-moi. Vous avez 2 minutes aujourd'hui. 2 minutes. Et ici, dans la boîte bleue, vous avez le vocabulaire en français. Ici, dans la boîte rouge, vous avez le vocabulaire en anglais. Il faut trouver la paire entre le français et l'anglais. Now, I haven't highlighted anything today to make it extra difficult, but there's a little clue for question 1 and question 2. They've got to be the things that are questions in English. Donc, c'est quoi la différence entre qu'est-ce que tu fais et qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? I've got an extra word here. What does tu aimes mean? J'aime, tu aimes. Alors, think about that to help you out today. I want 5 matches from all of you in your 2 minutes. 8 matches will be brilliant. If you can match all 10, you are officially a legend. And we've got our extra challenge at the bottom, or le défi additionnel. It's how you say extra challenge in French. You need to translate in French. I love watching Netflix. I watch Netflix all the time. It's great. That's a beautiful sentence. There's no way you're doing that. Guys, that is extra challenge only. Put me on pause. Set a timer for 2 minutes if you've got one on your phone, and then after 2 minutes, restart the video. I'll go through the answers. Bon courage, mes petits. On y va. Alors, mes petits. Right, guys, if you've restarted me, you've had a go at matching these up. How many did you get? 5 or more. I think you've done really well. Let's go through our answers. So I talked about 1 and 2, and I gave you a little clue. I said it had to be E and G because they're the 2 questions. So what's the difference between qu'est-ce que tu fais et qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Alors, numéro 1, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Je fais as I do, tu fais as you do. So number one's asking, what do you do? So that means numéro 2, qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Remember, j'aime is I like, so tu aimes with the es on the end is you like. So this is asking, what do you like doing? So it goes j'ai. Alors, numéro 3 et numéro 4, ils sont similaires aussi. Je fais, j'aime faire. C'est quoi la différence? Je fais is our verb changed. It is I do. J'aime faire is I like doing. Voilà, donc je fais, j'aime faire. If j'aime faire, numéro 4 veut dire I like doing en anglais. Numéro 5, je n'aime pas faire veut dire I don't like doing. E at the bottom. Right, guys, 5 in. If you got 5 out of 5, you've done very well. Can you get any more? Let's find out. Alors, 6 and 7 were a bit mean. You've got these two words here. Did you know what they meant? Alors, numéro 6 dit j'aime beaucoup regarder. Et numéro 7, j'aime assez regarder. C'est quoi la différence? Alors, beaucoup means a lot. Donc, 6, c'est à. I really like watching, or I like a lot watching. Et 7, j'aime assez, veut dire H. I quite like watching. Guys, excellent if you got those two. If you've got them the other way around, unlucky, you know, for next time. All right. 8, 9 et 10, ce sont impossibles aujourd'hui. All right, so we've taken away the je, the tu, the il, elle, nu, vu, ils, elles. So we know our verb, cha-cha-cha, and it follows a pa-pa-pa. So what's our pattern for O and S? We've seen this for our starter, but look, we've got another O and S here, then an ENT. What's the difference between these? Let's have a look. So, numéro 8, c'est we listen. The missing word is nous écoutons. So, this has an O and S on it. We need to look at this one as well. So, nous aimons écouter veut dire J. We like listening, and that means our last one ending in ENT means it's they. Ils aiment écouter is they like listening. Guys, this is so tough today. Give yourself a mark out of how many you've done. I told you 5 would be an excellent mark today. If you've got 5 or more, what a good score. Alors donc, pour le défi additionnel. For this extra challenge, don't worry if you didn't get it right. We're going to talk about it after. So I love watching Netflix. I watch Netflix all the time. It's great. You needed this. J'adore regarder Netflix. Je regarde Netflix tout le temps. C'est génial. A fantastic effort if you got this. But hang on a second, year 7. Haven't I broken one of the rules I've talked to you all about today? And throughout this year, j'adore regarder. Guys, what do we do to the ER? So why is it still on the end? This is what we're going to talk about. This, j'adore regarder. In fact, let me show you a few more examples. Voilà. This is what we're talking about today. The yellow is our verb cha-cha-cha, changing. Yeah, verbs change for the person doing them. The ones in blue aren't changed. Look, I've still got the ER in the end, and wow, I should have chopped it off, or should I? We're going to be talking about this today, and this is our objective. So, key questions for you. What happens to the verb when we talk about others? What's happening to our verb here is cha-cha-cha, changing. So, why haven't I changed my second verb? I do, I like doing. I don't like doing. I like watching. We listen, we like listening. So why haven't I changed that second one? If you did the extra challenge, you've done it yourself. Let's talk about why. So guys, for this, we have 5 key questions today. What I'll do now, what you should do now, put me on pause, see if you can answer these 5 questions. We're going to work through them now. Alors, right guys, so let's go through these key questions together. There's an example at the bottom here. So first off, what changes when we talk about others in the present? Our verb ending changes. The end of the verb we use needs to change. Before we change it, what do we do to that ER? You got to think of that little karate man I showed you and go, wah! And chop off the ER for me, please. Chop it off. You don't have the ER. Get rid of it. Then, we've chopped off the ER. We need to change our verb, and it follows our pa-pa-pa. pattern. So once you know the pattern, you can add this to any verb. And here's our pattern to help you remember it. We've got a little football chant. So remember what all these mean. Je means I, tu means you, il is he, elle is she, on is like one or we, nous means we, vous means you as well, and then ils, elles means they. So this is that chant. This is how it goes. E, E-S, E-E-E, O-N-S, U-Z, E-N-T. E, E-S, E-E-E, O-N-S, U-Z, E-N-T. Voila, so that's our pattern, that's how the ending changes. So you can do that for almost any ER verb, but some verbs don't do that. Faire is an irregular verb, therefore it changes completely. You've just got to learn it. Font. You've just got to learn it off by heart to make sure you're ready. So this is what we know. This is grade 1. Lots of us do this really well, but today we're going a little bit higher than that. Have a little look at this. So we can answer questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put me on pause. Make sure you can answer them. If you can't, watch the slide before again and make sure you're ready for it. If you can, you're ready for question 5. What if I want to use 2 verbs together? So before we look at the French, let's look at the English. Put me on pause and read these 3 sentences. What's wrong with them? Okay, so what's wrong with them, guys? Mr. Ernest plays football. There's nothing wrong with that. It's true. I really plays football. Mr. Ernest dislikes teachers Nigel. Well, that's true as well, obviously. Year 7 eats bogies, but they're all fine, aren't they? What is wrong with them grammatically? So, in theory, all these phrases are true, but it's grammatically, what's wrong with Mr. Ernest plays football? What's wrong with Mr. Ernest dislikes teachers Nigel eats? What's wrong with these things? So, you should be saying Mr. Ernest likes playing football or to play football. Mr. Ernest dislikes teaching Nigel. That's the truth. Year 7s like eating bogies, or they like to eat bogies. This is the thing. The second verb needs to say to play or playing, or to teach or teaching, or to eat or eating. So that's how we do it in English. In French, it's a bit different. This is what you need to know for question 5. I've taught you so far that you need to chop off the ER. Now that's because if you have a verb with an ER in the end, it means to play or playing, or to verb or verbing. And it's called, this GCSE word here, an infinitive, which is the full version of the verb before we change it. So here are our infinitives with our ER. So what do you need to know? When you use 2 verbs together, like I like playing, I like watching, I like hitting, what you need to do is the second verb does not change. You keep the ER on the end, or the RE if it's fair. So do not change the second verb, and that's the way to say I like playing, or I like watching, or I like listening. The first verb changes, the second verb does not change. Keep the ER on the end. So let me show you an example of this, guys. So you change the first verb, the second verb you keep the ER on the end. So I like playing, j'aime. I've changed the first verb, and then the second verb is jouer. We like playing. I need to change the first verb. So nous aimons. And then the second verb I don't change, jouer. Nous aimons regarder. Nous aimons écouter. You change the first verb, you do not change the second verb. Alright guys, so let me show you this. Let me give you an example. Numéro 1. I like to play. So aiming is the verb to like. This is the first verb. I need to change it. So what do we do to the ER? Chop it off. Voila. So I've got aim. And then I like, so the word for I is je, which changes to this because it's a vowel. So I've got j'aime. And then what happens to my ending? It changes. It follows the pattern. So I need, this is my pattern. So it goes j'aime. And then the second verb, I want to say to play or playing. So I do not change the second verb. I keep it like that. Voila. J'aime jouer. You see what I've done? I've changed the first verb, I've chopped off the ER and then followed the pattern, but the second verb, I've left it. You keep it the same to say to play. All right, so how are you going to do I like to watch? If this is I like to play, follow what I've just told you. See if you can translate 2, 3, and 4. Do it in your books or wherever. Put me on pause. See if you can translate these now. When you restart me, I'll go through the answers. Bon courage, mes petits. Allez. Alors, mes petits, so how did you get on? Let's have a look. Just remember those rules, right? We changed the first verb. So here's my first verb again. I need to chop off the ER, and then I need I got this bit, and then I add the right ending. So I got j'aime. Second verb, don't do nothing. Don't change it. J'aime regarder, which says I like to watch or watching. All right, so this is where it gets tougher. I've mixed up the verb, but the principle's all the same. So first verb needs to change. I chop off my ER. And then I love is j'adore. Second verb, I do not change it. J'adore écouter. All right, I'm getting the hang of this. All right, the third one then, the fourth one. This is where it gets really tough because I'm changing the verb for we now. So adorer, chop off the ER. We is nous. And then for nous, the verb changes with an ONS on the end. So nous adorons. And then the second verb, I don't change. Nous adorons écouter. If you got all three of those, you've done phenomenally well. If you've not quite got the hang of this, why don't you go back a bit, watch the explanation again, and then come back to this slide and see if you can get it. Guys, a really good effort. If you're ready to move on, go to the next slide. Et voilà. Right, guys. So I want you to be honest. Test yourself. Put me on pause. Can you answer these 5 questions? Alors, right guys, let's go for our answers. So remember, our verb changes when we talk about other people. Before you change it, chop off that ER. The endings follow a pattern. Owners, EZ, ENT. So you put the right one for I, you, he, she. And a regular verb doesn't follow this pattern, like faire. Now, if you use 2 verbs together, the first verb changes like it does in English. I like, I play, I want. But the second verb doesn't. So you say I like playing, I like doing. So the second verb doesn't change. You use an infinitive. Right, guys? Those are the rules. You've done really well on the toughest bit of this lesson. We've now got some new vocabulary to learn. Donc, mes petits chauffeurs, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut écouter moi et répéter. Répéter. Répétez après moi, mes petits. Alors, la question du genre, qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Non, let's start again. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? So this says, what do you like to do? Le soir. Le soir, le soir, le soir, le week-end, le samedi matin, le dimanche, après-midi. So these are some nice time phrases. I'm going to go through them because I've just realized the English isn't here. So le soir is the evening, hence our sun going down. Le weekend is, the weekend. Le samedi matin is Saturday morning. And then le dimanche après-midi is Sunday afternoon. One more time. Le soir. Le soir. Le weekend. Le samedi matin. Le dimanche après-midi. J'adore. J'aime. Nous aimons. See, I've got it in green because I'm changing my first verb, but the next one doesn't change. So we'll start with j'adore. Retrouver mes amis. J'adore regarder la télé. J'adore regarder la télé. J'adore regarder la télé. J'adore jouer des jeux vidéo. 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 J'adore écouter. J'adore écouter de la musique. J'adore écouter de la musique. J'adore faire des magasins. J'adore faire des magasins. J'adore faire des magasins. And your extra challenge, tell me why you like it. Je pense que c'est. Je pense que c'est. Alors on continue. Et voilà, right guys, a few more activities. So calling up my mates. This means hanging out with my mates, chatting with my mates, and then doing sport. Let's do it. Alors, j'adore téléphoner. J'adore téléphoner à mes amis. À mes amis. J'adore traîner. J'adore traîner avec mes amis. J'adore traîner avec mes amis. J'adore bavarder. J'adore bavarder avec mes amis. Avec mes amis. Bavarder avec mes amis. J'adore bavarder avec mes amis. Faire du sport. Faire du sport. J'adore faire du sport. J'adore faire du sport. Et voilà mes petits. Alors donc, ça suffit pour aujourd'hui pour le vocabulaire. Maintenant, on va jouer un petit jeu qui s'appelle silence. Alors, vous savez comment jouer silence. What you'll need to do is you'll need to do a little grid. That's a bit big. And then on one side, you will have to put you, team loser. There we go. And on the other side, put an E for team Ennis. And this is how this works. Vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. I'm going to use this crazy pointer. Voilà. Et donc, ce que je vais faire, je vais toucher une image et je vais dire l'image en français. Par exemple, j'adore regarder la télé. Si je suis correct, il faut répéter. Donc, j'adore regarder la télé. You'd have to say, j'adore regarder la télé. J'adore jouer à des jeux vidéo. J'adore jouer à des jeux vidéo. Mais si je suis incorrect, par exemple, j'adore jouer à des jeux vidéo. Ça, c'est incorrect. Il faut garder le silence. If you make a noise, a tiny sound, then I get the point. So in your grid, you'd give me a point. If you, on Team Loser, are completely silent, you get the point today. All right, let's give it a little practice go. So we're going to start with either j'adore, j'aime, or nous aimons. So, j'adore écouter de la musique. J'adore jouer à des jeux vidéo. J'adore faire du sport. Good. J'adore regarder la télé. Idiot. If you said j'adore regarder la télé, you need to give me a point because this is retrouver mes amis, meeting up with friends. Right, we'll call that a practice. We'll play first to four today. Don't cheat. You know you're going to lose anyway. Good luck, year 7. Let's start nice and slow and simple. Liz Berry sort of level. And then we'll get a bit more complex and get a bit faster. Yeah, alors donc, mes petits, let's get started. Donc, après moi, j'adore regarder la télé. J'adore jouer à des jeux vidéo. J'adore bavarder avec mes amis. J'adore traîner avec mes amis. J'adore faire du sport. If you made a noise then, even a tiny noise, I get the point. If you were silent, you cheat, you get the point. Right, let's speed it up a little bit. Alors, après moi, let's go j'aime now. J'aime retrouver mes amis. J'aime écouter de la musique. J'aime faire des magasins. J'aime téléphoner mes amis. J'aime bavarder avec mes amis. J'aime faire du sport. J'aime traîner avec mes amis. J'aime jouer aux jeux vidéo. Et voilà, right guys, if you repeated then or you made even a little noise, I get the point. Alright, let's speed it up. Let's go for nous aimons maintenant, which is we like. We've changed our first verb, we don't change the second one. So, let's speed up a bit, guys. Nous aimons regarder la télé. First time, did you repeat? If you did, you've lost. This is écouter de la musique. Unlucky, right. Let's make this our last one. J'adore regarder la télé. J'adore retrouver mes amis. J'adore jouer aux jeux vidéo. J'adore bavarder avec mes amis. J'adore faire du sport. Ah, did I get you guys? This is traîner avec mes amis. If you were silent, you get the point. If not, I do. Right, guys, let's call it there. Whoever's got the most points has won. Probably me. Right, guys, bon effort, mes petits. Alors, donc, maintenant, on va jouer une autre activité. Mais il faut faire cette activité de suite seul. Donc, les sables mouvants. Les mots ici en bleu vont disparaître. Voilà. Donc, il faut dire anglais, français, anglais, français, anglais, français rapidement. You've 36 seconds until they all disappear. Guys, you'll need to put me on pause and make sure you're ready. Then when you restart the video, I'll count you down and you'll have 36 seconds to go. Let me just show you how this is done. Watch and learn year 7. I like playing, j'aime jouer. We like playing, nous aimons jouer. You like playing, tu aimes jouer. They like playing, ils aiment jouer. She likes playing, elle aime jouer. Boom. See how fast that was. Guys, that's what you'll need to do. Put me on pause now. See what you can do. When you think you're ready, restart and I'll count you down year 7. Bon courage. Prepare yourselves. Alors mes petits, right guys, if you've restarted me, you should be ready for this. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, allez! Alright, the first column's going, soyez rapide mes petits. And first column's gone, about 20 seconds left. Allez, 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 allez. Et 10. Et 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, c'est fini. Right, guys, did you get to the end? If you did, you've done really, really well. Let's up that difficulty a little bit. Alors, right, guys, exactly the same activity, but this time you need to complete the missing words. This is going to be tough. Put me on pause for 1 minute. Prepare yourselves. When you're ready to have a go, restart the video and I'll count you down. Alors, mes petits, right, guys, are you ready for this? You know what to do. We can start in 3, 2, allez! Cheeky little start there. Go, 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 go. Allez, 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 allez. First column's going. And first column's almost gone. Soyez rapide. Alors, environ 5 secondes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini tout le monde. Right, guys, excellent effort on this. You've done really, really well. Alors, mes petits, right, guys, we've looked at the vocab and we've looked at the grammar and you seem to be ready for it. So, let's put you to our final challenge of today. Voilà, donc on va jouer le mot bien. So this is on your sheet today and you can play directly on it, but obviously you're playing toute seul on your own. So you'll need to use your phone and put a 10-second timer on it. So you need to choose your favorite, you're either naught or you're across, whatever you prefer. And then your phone or your timer is going to be the other one. 10 seconds on your timer. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Alors, use the vocab to help you if you want. Il faut traduire la chose dans la boîte en français en 10 secondes. Donc, look up what you want to say. Check you know what you want to say. And when you're happy, start your timer and see if you can do it within the 10 seconds. So, I've got my timer ready. I'm going for top left. All right, timer's ticking down. J'aime retrouver avec mes amis. I've done it. 4 seconds to spare. It's counting down, but I've already won that square. It's mine. You can ignore that. Alright, okay, so next one. It's always going to be my go because my phone can't play. Alright, I'm going to go for bottom right. Those of you in the know, you know I'm going for bottom right. So I like calling my friends or telephoning them. Okay, I got it. Started my timer. J'aime téléphoner à mes amis. I did it in 5 seconds. Win that square as well. My phone's going to lose today. Too late, too late. Alright. Centre square. Now look this one up because it's tricky because I need to say they are. C'est is it is. Ce sont is they are. And then great. Génial. Right, I got this. 10 seconds is ticking away. J'aime jouer aux jeux vidéo. Ils or ce sont génial. Right, I did it with 3 seconds to spare. And I have won. You can go off all you like. I have won my first round. So guys, that's what you need to do. Put me on pause, have a look at game 1, be honest, see if you can beat the time. Alors mes petits, this is game 2. Exactly the same activity, but this time instead of saying I for all of them, there's I for some of them. Now I've got we, or you, or she, or they. So what happens to my first verb when I'm talking about these people? It needs to change, following the pattern. Well done. What about the second verb? Do I need to change this or do I keep the ER in the end? I don't change it, just the first verb changes. So 10 seconds again, have a go at this, put me on pause. Good luck everyone. Alright guys, now this is for legends only, so you can skip it because I'm the only legend in year 7 here. Right guys, so this is for legends only. You can have a go. You need to change the verb and you need to add to it. So tell me why. We like meeting up with friends because it's fun. We like listening to music because it's fantastic. I love Beyonce or whatever. You need to add the extra bits to this in your 10-second timer as well. This is really tough. Good luck guys. Put me on pause. Go for it. Alors mes petits chauffeurs, right guys, a phenomenal effort today. We have looked at the hardest bit of year 7. I hope you enjoyed it. See if you can answer these key questions as a little finisher. If you can't, what can you do? Watch the video back and see what you can do. Guys, a really good effort today. But it's no good just knowing it today. You've got to know this for your end of year 7 exam and your end of year 8 exam, your end of year 9 exam and your final GCSE. You will say what you like doing in your real GCSE when you're 16. So to make sure we get this into your long-term memory, let's set some homework. So guys, this is what you need to do for homework this week. It is homework 4. So unlike in Frog, I'll attach the massive sheet. You just need to do the bit that says homework 4 on it. And here it is. So the first thing, remember, is our pattern. So you've got to learn this pattern off by heart. We've set this as a daily test before, so this is good revision. And then the second bit is our level 1 stuff, using 2 verbs together. The second is unchanged, known as an infinitive. And then you got to translate these things. Guys, you need to do all of this daily test for me. And there's 9 little key questions for you to revise. Assessment is coming up in a few weeks. These 9 questions you'll need to be able to answer. So all of that, remember, just spend 30 minutes on this. If after 30 minutes you've done all the daily tests but you've only got to question 3, then fine. 30 minutes is the rule, guys, for year 7s. Guys, a really good effort today. Hopefully we'll be back in school soon. I'm watching the news every day, so hopefully that will come and they'll announce when we're back. Can't wait for that, guys. Can't wait to see you all again. Good luck everyone. Alors donc, merci pour écouter. À la prochaine fois mes petits. Au revoir.